and I love every minute of it. Caesar's Palace, it's the best seats, best sound system, it's great.
Rock and roll isn't for the faint of heart. While we often mourn the legends who left us too soon, wondering about their unfulfilled potential, there's another story that needs telling. The survivors, those who rode the wave of fame and lived to tell the tale. Today we're exploring top 15 rock stars who have aged badly. 1. Rod Stewart, still rocking after all these years. Sir Rod Stewart, the man many still consider sexy, has lived life to the fullest. Known for his weakness for blondes, his romantic history reads like a Hollywood script, from Bond girl Britt Eklund to supermodel Rachel Hunter. With 8 children from 5 different mothers, Stewart once quipped, "Instead of getting married again, I'm going to find a woman I don't like and just give her a house." But at 76, this young Turk has faced his share of battles. In 2000, thyroid cancer struck, forcing him to rebuild his iconic voice from scratch. "I'm just singing every day," he shared. "One minute I could sing maybe 2 lines of Maggie May, the next day 4 lines, then a verse." A 2017 prostate cancer diagnosis followed, yet he persevered. Recently, he made headlines for a very Florida-style incident involving a security guard at a children's pool party, resulting in battery charges and a plea deal. 2. Ann Wilson, finding her voice. Heart's powerhouse vocalist Ann Wilson's journey hasn't been easy. Childhood bullying about her weight continued into adulthood, with record executives in the 1980s constantly pressuring her to slim down and shifting focus to her sister Nancy in music videos. "I got so sick of that and the problems it caused within the band," Wilson revealed. Her struggles led to panic attacks, alcoholism, and cocaine addiction. In 2002, she underwent gastric band surgery, and we're happy to report she's been sober since 2009. 3. Anthony Kiedis under the bridge of recovery. The Red Hot Chili Peppers frontman's story is one of extreme highs and lows. His infamous Under the Bridge wasn't just poetry, it was born from his experiences with heroin. Introduced to marijuana and cocaine at just 12 by his drug-dealing father, Kiedis' addiction eventually got him fired from his own band for missing performances to score drugs. Known for his prolific love life, claiming over 100 partners in certain years, Kiedis struggled with addiction throughout his career before finally getting clean in 2000. "My creativity was dying when I was using drugs," he admitted, though we must address that questionable mustache choice. 4. Blackie Lawless, the wasp that stung back. Wasp's frontman became a prime target for Tipper Gore's PMRC watchdogs in the 1980s. While the Washington Wives fought for parental advisory labels, Lawless turned their efforts into stage fuel. Wasp concerts were legendary for their unpredictability, with hits like Wild Child and Sex Drive pushing boundaries. "You could always expect the unexpected" became their mantra, defining an era in rock history. These days, the wild animal that was Blackie Lawless shows signs of aging, though the spirit remains untamed. Wasp continues touring, but there's a noticeable void since Tipper Gore moved on from her crusade against rock music. The tension that once fueled their performances has mellowed, though fans wouldn't mind if Tipper at least sent a text now and then for old time's sake. 5. Patti Smith. Speaking of legends, Patti Smith, inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2007, carries the torch as punk's poetic voice. Known as the godmother of punk, her influence echoes through generations, inspiring artists from Michael Stipe to Bono. But even punk royalty faces modern challenges. In 2018, Smith found herself in an unexpected battle when multiple social media impersonators emerged, proving that even rebels need digital security. While still writing and performing, Smith's pace has naturally slowed. During the COVID-19 lockdown, she surprised fans by developing an unlikely addiction to PBS's Masterpiece Theatre. Who would have thought the punk pioneer would find solace in British period dramas? Though, as she'd say, anyone can express themselves. It's a free radio. 6. Axl Rose. When Guns N' Roses hit the road again, fans noticed more than just Axl Rose's signature moves. The frontman's expanded waistline became instant meme fodder, spawning the infamous Fat Axel phenomenon. True to his confrontational nature, Rose sicked his legal team on search engines, attempting to scrub the images from existence. This wasn't the first time Rose's temper flared up against critics. He once challenged several journalists to fistfights, though one particular encounter with Spin magazine publisher Bob Guccione Jr. ended before it began. After learning Guccione was a trained fighter, Rose's welcome to the jungle bravado mysteriously evaporated. 7. Carnie Wilson, pioneering digital transparency. Long before social media oversharing became the norm, Wilson Phillips' Carnie Wilson made history by streaming her gastric bypass surgery in 1999. The procedure drew an impressive online audience, marking one of the first instances of celebrity medical transparency. While Axl Rose fought to control his image in the digital age, Wilson embraced the platform, setting a precedent for celebrity openness about personal struggles. Wilson's bold move represented a shift in how rock stars handled their private lives, trading the mystique of past decades for raw authenticity. Her decision to broadcast such a vulnerable moment demonstrated how far the industry had come from the days when image was everything and personal struggles remained behind closed doors. In 1999, Carnie Wilson made history in more ways than one. Her gastric bypass surgery wasn't just a personal milestone, it became an internet phenomenon, drawing over 5 million viewers and literally crashing servers worldwide. "I've learned I've got to take care of my health," Wilson stated firmly. "This isn't about appearances or numbers on a scale. This is about my life." The procedure proved transformative, with Wilson shedding an impressive 150 pounds. Her newfound confidence led to a 2003 Playboy spread, and she became a regular fixture on talk shows, championing the benefits of the surgery. However, life had other plans. A 2013 Bell's palsy diagnosis coincided with post-pregnancy weight gain, but Wilson's fighting spirit remained undiminished. She's currently working with celebrity fitness guru Diamond Dallas Page, determined to reclaim her previous form. 8. Leif Garrett, a cautionary tale. The fall of teen idol Leif Garrett serves as a sobering reminder of fame's darker side. A child actor since age 5, Garrett's transition to teen heartthrob status masked a troubling reality. He'd been using drugs since 14. The facade crumbled dramatically in 1979, just days before his 18th birthday, when a cocaine run in his mother's Porsche ended in disaster. "Just as I reached over," Garrett recalled, "we clipped another car's rear end. The spin, the curb, then rolling down an 80-foot embankment. With blood alcohol levels triple the legal limit and Quaaludes in his system, the crash left his passenger paralyzed and launched Garrett into a decades-long spiral of substance abuse. Multiple arrests culminated in a 2010 heroin possession charge, leading to court-mandated rehabilitation in Los Angeles." 9. Joe Elliott. Def Leppard's Joe Elliott stands as a testament to survival through discipline. Though his signature mullet may be gone and time has etched its mark on his face, Elliott's work ethic remains legendary. At his band's peak, he made the crucial decision to quit drinking, comparing himself to a professional athlete focused on making Def Leppard the biggest band in the world. The band achieved their goal, topping charts worldwide with hits like "Let's Get Rocked." Today, they're still filling arenas, though not without occasional mishaps. Elliott once accidentally placed the Detroit Red Wings' 2008 Stanley Cup upside down during a concert, quickly apologizing to the hockey-loving crowd. 10. Johnny Rotten. Meanwhile, Sex Pistols' Johnny Rotten, whose green teeth earned him his infamous moniker in the 70s, continues making headlines for different reasons. Currently embroiled in a legal battle with former bandmates over their music's use in a documentary, Rotten maintains his rebellious spirit. In 2008, he spent $22,000 on dental work to address his trademark green teeth, though he insists it was for health, not vanity. Grace Slick's journey with Jefferson Starship, later Starship, exemplifies rock's evolution and its toll. By 1984, she and Paul Kantner were the last original members standing. When Cantner departed over creative differences, the band's rebranding as Starship brought unprecedented commercial success in the MTV era, though it alienated many longtime fans who questioned their artistic integrity. 11. Grace Slick, the White Rabbit's retirement. After years battling the pressures of recording and touring, Grace Slick made headlines in 1998 with her controversial retirement announcement. In a memorable BH1 interview, she boldly declared that all rock and rollers over 50 look stupid and should retire. Her candid attitude extended to her struggles with addiction, particularly during her Jefferson Starship days. The infamous 1978 German concert incident stands as a testament to her turbulent relationship with alcohol. Too intoxicated to perform, the canceled show sparked a riot. The following night proved equally disastrous when an inebriated Slick verbally attacked both the German audience and her bandmates, leading to her immediate departure from the band. She wouldn't return until 1981. 2006 brought serious health challenges when Slick was diagnosed with diverticulitis. Complications from her initial surgery necessitated a tracheotomy, and doctors placed her in an induced coma for 2 months. However, displaying her characteristic resilience, she managed to make a public appearance that same year to christen the first aircraft in Virgin America's fleet, fittingly named Jefferson Airplane. 12. Living on More Than Just Prayer, Bon Jovi's Evolution. John Bon Jovi, the Garden State heartthrob who had fans living on a prayer in the 80s, has gracefully transitioned into his Silver Fox era as he approaches 60. Unlike many of his contemporaries, JBJ's story lacks the typical rock star drama. He married his high school sweetheart in 1989, raised 4 kids, and maintained a relatively scandal-free career. His clean living and focus on activism might seem tame compared to other rock legends, but it's clearly worked in his favor. While some might call his lifestyle boring, it's hard to argue with success, even if he didn't go down in a blaze of glory. 13. CeCe DeVille, From Poison to Redemption. With his platinum blonde locks and guitar virtuosity, CeCe DeVille seemed destined for Poison, even beating out Slash for the position. His audition became legendary when he defied instructions and played his own riff, which later became Talk Dirty to Me. The band's notorious all-night parties became DeVille's playground, though he admits to being so consistently intoxicated that entire tours remain a blur. His substance abuse issues strained his relationship with frontman Bret Michaels, culminating in a disastrous performance at the 1992 MTV Music Awards. The subsequent backstage fistfight marked the end of an era. DeVille's wake-up call came in 2006 when police found him crawling 2 blocks from a hit-and-run accident scene. Now sober, he frequently expresses gratitude that his reckless behavior never resulted in tragedy. 14 and 15. Tyler and Neil, Icons of Excess. Aerosmith's Steven Tyler estimates he's spent over $20 million on drugs throughout his career. His signature stage moves, while electrifying, took their toll, leading to multiple orthopedic surgeries for Morton's neuroma. Meanwhile, Motley Crue's Vince Neil unwittingly inspired one of Aerosmith's biggest hits when Tyler mistook him for a woman at an LA club. The incident, combined with Neil's frequent use of dude, spawned Dude Looks Like a Lady. Neil's struggles with alcohol in the 80s and 90s are well documented, and recent social media attention has focused on his physical transformation. His journey reflects the ongoing challenges many aging rockers face in maintaining their image and health in the digital age. Vince Neil's struggle. Recent appearances of Motley Crue's frontman Vince Neil have sparked considerable discussion among fans and critics alike. The once energetic performer is now sporting what we'll diplomatically call a more mature physique, and his need for a cane during performances has raised eyebrows. While die-hard Crue fans have always acknowledged that Vince's strength lay more in his showmanship than his vocal abilities, serious concerns are mounting about his readiness for the upcoming stadium tour with Def Leppard. Recent performances have left fans questioning whether Neil is fully committed, with many suggesting he's been phoning it in. His appearance at Rock in Rio became particularly notorious, spawning countless parodies across social media platforms. The situation reached a critical point in June 2021 when Neil had to exit the stage mid-performance, leaving his band already playing in a lower key to accommodate his changing voice to finish the show without him. As the saying goes, the show must go on, even if it means earning those days' pay on the wild side without their leading man. These aging rock legends have outlived numerous bandmates and contemporaries, defying the odds that many thought would claim them decades ago. While some have weathered the years better than others, each battle scar and silver hair tells a story of rock and roll excess, survival, and eventual wisdom. Their journeys remind us that even in the world of sex, drugs, and rock and roll, Father Time remains undefeated. As we've explored these fascinating stories of survival, triumph, and struggle, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Which aging rock star do you think has aged most gracefully? Who's showing the wear and tear of their wild years? Share your opinions in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into rock history.